and welcome to another data entry class here at Connect Plus. And today I'll be talking a little bit about some important aspects of data entry and some of the jobs that you might be doing. So let's get started. Data entry is a job that requires a lot of attention because you will be dealing with documents and numbers and spreadsheets. So I'm going to talk a little bit about the jobs that you might be doing and the information that you might be receiving. So one of the jobs that you might be doing is data entry and analysis. So basically you will be receiving data. And let's see, another recurring demand for data entry is the registration of information in management software, such as paid accounts, registration of new clients, organization of documents, and etc. So basically, you will be registering all of the documents, all of the information that your client wants you to do. That can be receipts from sales, that can be mail, that can be registration of new clients, everything that this client needs digitally and register. This is a job that you might be doing, which is not hard, but you have to pay a lot of attention because it is very important detail. So some important points to consider in this type of work are: analyze the data. Examine the data to identify common problems such as inconsistent values, typing errors, different date formats, and duplicates. Understanding the nature of the data will help plan the steps for cleaning and formatting. So basically, as I said before, it is a field that you need to pay a lot of attention. So sometimes you can be hired to correct these errors, and you're going to get a file that is already registered, and you're going to make sure that everything that is in there is according to what it's supposed to be. So for example, if we were working with a product, selling products, and you received a spreadsheet of the inventory, you are going to make sure that every product and every information there is actually accurate. And you're going to see if there are any typing errors or if everything is labeled correctly. This is another work that you can be doing. Back up the data. Before making any changes to the data, make a backup to ensure the safety of the original information. This step can save you in many situations, so always perform it, especially when dealing with large databases. Basically, saving and backupping is never enough. If you don't know if you did it, do it, because it is very important information that you're dealing with. And if you lose that, it can be bad for you while doing the work, and it can be bad for the company as well, and it can also delay your work a lot. So backupping is a very important thing for you to do while doing this job. And so it's only to make sure you have the original information there when you need it. How to save a spreadsheet. Another thing you can do is standardize formats. So identify the fields that need to be standardized and define a consistent format. For example, dates can be standardized to follow a specific format, and names can be formatted to have initial capitals, among others. This point is very important, especially when dealing spreadsheets. So it's basically to keep things more organized. Sometimes companies have a certain format that they like to follow, or they have to follow, and they hire people to format every single document. So I'm going to show you how to format it by date on a spreadsheet. So first you're going to open, right here I'm on Google Spreadsheet, and it's very easy, okay? We are going to go to Format, we are going to click on Number, and then Date right here, and done. Right now, all the work that you do here is going to be sorted by dates. It's that simple. Now, how to save a spreadsheet is also very simple. So right here, I'm going to put a name. And let's say you have an information right here. Now, all you gotta do is click on File. And you can go here on import or click on download. If you click on download, you can choose different styles that you want to save, different formats. So it can be on instantly from Microsoft Excel or open document, PDF, web page. PDF is great if you're going to send it to another client. If the client wants you to send it to another client. So it's very easy to save. You click on it and it will automatically be saved. It's very easy. Another job you can do is remove duplicates. So identify and remove duplicates records based on relevant criteria. Check key column combinations to determine duplicates and decide which record to keep or delete. So basically, something that can happen a lot on companies is that maybe they duplicate a document because it's an important document, or there is a document with an error in something that they have changed. So a job that you can do is delete and check every single document and delete whenever is needed. Another job you can do is correct formatting errors. So check fields that may contain formatting errors, such as numbers with inconsistent decimal places and unwanted special characters. Use data cleaning tools or data manipulation techniques to correct these issues. So basically, when doing a document, especially if the demand is very fast, they want it to be delivered very fast, that can be a lot of errors. It might have a lot of errors that you need to fix. So that's another job that you might do. As I said before, is a job that requires a lot of attention and attention to detail. So this one is basically to make sure that everything is typed correctly and delete any mistakes that might have been committed. Another one is validate the data. Verify the integrity of the data and ensure they are correct and consistent. For example, check if the values in a numeric column are within an expected range, or if the value in a categorical column are correct. So basically, you're just going to validate and check that everything is correct again. It's a job of reassurance, okay, to deliver a perfect document or to organize the documents very well so it's get easier and more professional, okay? Another thing you can do is data normalization. Consider normalizing the data if necessary. This involves splitting data into related tables, eliminating redundancy, and ensuring consistency. Normalization is especially useful for database dealing with large volumes of relational data. So let's say that there are a lot of similar data in a database. What you're going to do is separate them and organize them very well so it's easy to find each one. Especially if it is a store, for example, that sells very similar products. You can divide them by, for example, if it's a candle store and they have many different scents and many different formats, you can separate them by similar format or a similar scent, okay? Even though they are the same thing, they are candles, you can separate them by a common criteria. So that's something you are going to do as well. Document the steps. So keep a clear record of the steps you perform during the data cleaning and formatting process. This can help track the changes made and facilitate the replication of the process in the future. This step is necessary as it can facilitate future work for you or other freelancers and helps organize the processes of the company for which you will be providing services. So this is very important because it is good for you, good for the company, and good for whoever is going to work with them in the future. Basically, you are going to register everything that you do. So if you started on data normalization, you keep track of what you have changed or what you improved, and that way it's very easy for you to understand the job that you did in the past. If something goes wrong or if something goes right, you already know what was changed and what change was made. So it's very easy for you to understand future collaborations. For example, they can go back to this document that you did and understand what the client asks of the job as well. So it's a win-win. Everybody wins in this one. It is very important to have all of the steps that you did documented. Test the clean data. So after cleaning and formatting, verify if the data is functional as expected. Run queries or analysis on the data to ensure they are correct and ready for use. So not only we do the job, we make everything seems correct, you need to know if it's working. So that's basically what you are going to do. You are going to test the clean data and see if everything is going according to plan. And another thing is update routines and procedures. If data cleaning and formatting is recurring task, update the procedures and create a plan to keep the data clean and consistent continuously. This may include automating certain steps or implementing controls to prevent the introduction of dirty data in the future. So this step right here is just to ensure that all the work you did is actually going to work in the future and keep the quality that it is. So it makes it keep working in a long-term basis, okay? So guys, that's basically it. This is it for the data entry course. It is just so you guys can understand a little bit better about this typing work and how. So this is it, guys. So this is it. I hope you enjoy. This is it, guys. I hope you enjoyed. This was everything you needed to know about data entry, what the job asks, and everything you might have to do and how to do it. And I hope you've learned and understood and left with no doubts at all. And I hope you work with this. I hope you really enjoy doing these little tasks that are very important for many companies. And I hope to see you in the future. So bye-bye.